broke a tooth off eating a bean burrito from Taco Bell.
Did you get the crunchy? What's going on?
No, it's a soft. That's how rotted the tooth was. It's like that. Like I'm just eating a bean burrito. Maybe it was a 7-layer, but definitely wasn't a fucking gordita. And I'm just chewing on it, and all of a sudden, what's in this bean burrito? And I realized my tooth's fallen into the beans.
Okay,
formative thing.
Yeah, that's pretty. How old were you when you started at the morgue?
Yeah, what'd you do there?
Like 20. I was a photographer. I was 26, I guess. I was a
headshot
photographer. I photographed the autopsies. Yeah, X-rays and all that kind of
That
fingerprinting
fuck you up
them
a little bit, seeing all those dead bodies?
No, it was great. It was fun as hell. I mean, I'm not like I didn't grow up like with my dad fucking killing deer in front of me, but like I think that's why, because I'm like, oh, this would be cool. I'm too disconnected from death. I need to have some death in my life.
Okay,
to kind of I don't know. It just seems like you don't feel like you wish you saw people killed in front of you when you were a kid. It would have been nice. Well, I don't know.
I saw Menace to Society, and I didn't want to see any more death. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I cried at The Shining. I'm not getting a job at the morgue.
Yeah, I don't want some guy from the fucking 1800s to have anything on me. Like, oh, you don't know what it smells like when a fucking decomp corpse shits itself. And yeah, I do. I'm whatever. I took part in the autopsies, even though I wasn't really supposed to.
Doing some after hours work.
Yeah, well, they had like old women. It's a county, so they had like these old women who'd been there for 40 years, like moving bodies for me onto the X-ray table off. And she's like, I feel like she's about to just like this fucking 800-pound guy's gonna fall on her, and all the other photographers are just like letting it happen. I'm like, fuck it. So I fucking just start, I start moving the bodies, cleaning them, wiping their asses, whatever it takes. It's a whole
team player. I like it.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
Like 3 or 4 years.
Damn.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know. It's just you get to see shit. You get to see like a lot of suicides, a lot of murders, serial killers. People get hit by trains. You're picking people up and like, here's your leg, and it's like playing not Connect Four. What's the Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah,
but it's on a fucking some guy whose like wife left him, so he jumped in front of her. I don't know. I'm not making light of suicide here. I'm not a doctor.
Sure, yeah, of course.
I'm just taking pictures.
Suicide. I'm not a doctor. Like doctors,
he is all over the place.
Yeah. This guy's playing it fast and loose. I love it. All right, let's see. This is a big one. Will you brush your teeth in the shower?
I haven't brushed my teeth in like 6 months.
Wow. Okay.
So
Where
my teeth fall out. I mean, I had 2 teeth that had to get pulled like 6 months ago, and they ended up convincing me to like get implants for like it was like I ended up spending $6,000 because they gave me a credit card. And I'm pretty sure they were wrong. Because one time I fucking broke a tooth off eating a bean burrito from Taco Bell.
Did you get the crunchy? What's going on?
No, it's a soft. That's how rotted the tooth was. It's like that. Like I'm just eating a bean burrito. Maybe it was a 7-layer, but definitely wasn't a fucking gordita. And I'm just chewing on it, and all of a sudden, what's in this bean burrito? And I realized my tooth's fallen into the beans, but not the whole thing. Half of it broke off. So I fucking so it was all pointy and fucking just jamming into my. So I had to go to work. I was working in the graveyard shift at the potato bread warehouse at the time. And
graveyard shift at a potato bread.
Was it Myers potato bread?
No, it was Martin's.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a pretty classy fucking operation.
Wow, that's the fucking top of the heap when it comes to potato rolls.
Sure. And and they're also like weirdly religious. You go into the warehouse and it's just all these like biblical quotes on the walls. And then some guy like taking a heroin shit in the bathroom. These guys, the drivers aren't exactly the fucking not the king of England. They're kind of they're blue collar guys, whatever.
Yeah.
No, so I go to work and all night this fucking like pointed tooth just jamming into my tongue and I could barely talk. So I ended up going onto my friend's bread route after I got out and we're like in the supermarket and I just go fuck this. I grab a metal nail file. I start like, and I go, it was like fucking, the big window you have in the truck, like side window.
Yeah.
I just start fucking filing my tooth down like in the fucking window. And that was fine. And like, when a few years later, when I got to the morgue, I finally got removed. But like that, my point is, I think they screwed me and made me get $6,000 implants.
Sure. Somebody gives you a credit card.
That's not in your best interest.
That's not in your best interest.
No, sure. But and even so that happened and I brushed like 2 times since. So I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's a psychological thing.
You're telling us you don't brush your teeth at all.
If I eat like ribs, I'll like I'll try to jam it.
Give them a once over.
Yeah. But no, I don't like there was a time when I did. I don't know what happened to me.
That's an Are You Garbage first, man.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Now I know why everybody wanted you on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking
Is that
wild.
bad?
But yeah, it's bad.
don't
What do you
brush
mean?
your
You're going to brush your teeth in 6 months? You're breaking your teeth on fucking burritos? That's no good.
Yeah.
I have my flaws. All right, I'm not perfect. Man.
I could see if he was like, I went off there, you know, a piece of corn on the cob and my tooth got stuck or something, but a fucking bean burrito.
Yeah.
No, but
We've all
whatever.
done
One day,
bad shit.
yeah. I mean, you know,
What did they
some people
kick you
kill
out of-
kids.
What did they kick you out of Catholic school for?
I told this girl I was going to blow up her mother's uterus. And look, they took it totally out of context. Like,
I
it
got a
was
cup of coffee in
I
here.
know. I need a couple of ciggies.
It wasn't like a threat. I wasn't like fucking like trying to rape this girl or anything. It was like fucking the normal. She was this girl who my friend knew who helped me with the filmmaking stuff, and he said that she was be able to get us guns because her dad's a cop. Which I don't even like. It's crazy that I think about it now. Because like, why would that mean? Like, a cop is the last person to like let her friend's kids take his gun. But whatever. But like, you know, so I was talking to her about it in class one day, and she fucking starts going. I'm like, oh, what kind of guns do you have? And she's like, oh, I think he has like a Glock and a Beretta. I'm like, oh, my dad's got an anti-aircraft gun, a fucking Abrams. Like this dumbest. Like I was just trying
Over
to be
the
funny.
top, yeah.
Yeah, and like, so it was basically, I forget what happened. Her boyfriend thought I was like being weird to her, so he started giving me shit, and I just started yelling at him and I'll blow up your uterus. I'll fucking blow up your uterus. I'm like, so there was a commotion, but then it was also combined with the fact that it was like right after Columbine, so someone in that class took my claim of having an Abrams tank in my backyard like seriously. So they just made me leave. I had to go it was my senior year. Like this last semester. So last semester of my senior year, I had to go to public school, which was so much better. It was just weird. People were like, why are you here now? Like, whatever.
So your parents kind of forced you to go to Catholic school.
Yeah, basically. They kept, they kind of pressure. Like, they kept using it as a threat. Like, if you don't fucking shape up, we're going to send you to and it was like a much better school. Like, I went to, again, the Catholic school I went to wasn't a good school. It was like a really, everything was dilapidated. Like, because I went to St. I don't know if anyone knows Long Island. I went to St. John's. St. Anthony's was a much nicer school. I got into it, but like, whatever, my friends were going there. But like, everything was just the teachers were idiots. The fucking the science labs are just from the 60s. It was just
Old
nothing.
Bunsen burners. I can't learn like this.
Because the other school was like, it was like in Dix Hills or whatever, like all these like rich, like Jets players live or whoever the fuck, and like they just like give endowments to the school, like I don't know. So I didn't grow like. The money was spent poorly, I guess, is the point. My dad tried to give me a good education. He fumbled it in the He should have sent me to like some, if you're gonna spend the money, make sure
do it
that
right. Yeah. Do a little research is what you're saying.
How pissed were they How pissed were they when you got kicked out of Catholic school? Were they mad?
They weren't. It was I think at that point,
just turned into Rodney Dangerfield.
at that point, they were kind of like, it was just every step of the way. Like, it was just like, why can't you just act like your own person? And so when that happened, it's like, oh, maybe it'll shape up, and then like that happens. It's kind of like, I think my dad actually like hugged me for the first time in my life, just because I think he thought I was just gonna like end up becoming a suicidal bum. Like, I think he kind of gave up on me
I don't know
point.
if we're that far off of, to be honest with you.
Sure. It's kind of thing when it's so dumb and bad. Like, oh, this kid's not a normal person. He's never gonna work at a bank. He's like, this is fine as long as he's not like killing women. He's fine. That's
not normal. You are a normal person, buddy. What are you talking about? You're absolutely fucking fantastic. I love
like
you.
this is crazy.
No, so family, they were fine. I mean, my grandpa was in the Wehrmacht.
What's the Wehrmacht?
The German army in World War II.
Jesus Christ.
So
Frank Caller.
He wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't a member of the Nazi party, but he spent 7 years in the Gulag.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they told me for years he was in a British POW camp, but then like after he died or right before, they were like, "Oh, like, we actually found out it was actually a Russian prison." I'm like, "What?" Like, which is just a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah, he didn't talk about it. He worked for Boar's Head. He was fine. He wasn't like he didn't talk. He was
Boar's Head's
Really?
nice.
Wow, he was in the German. He was in the German army during World War II, but somehow ended up living over here in America.
Yeah, I mean, look. First of all, I don't know why you're surprised because if that's the like the CIA brought over like all the top Nazis to like,
Sure, of course.
you know, to run the not just you know the Apollo missions, like everything, fucking finance, whatever. Alan Dulles, the whole fucking thing. You know, my grandpa was just some schmuck who drove a truck and you know fucking ended up cutting beef for a living. You know, this is not some fucking Nazi hunter shit.
He's not Werner von Braun or whoever the guy was that started NASA.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. We didn't talk about it much. I know my grandma was mad just because, like, I think her family had some money before the war, and then then afterwards, you know, because the place got bombed to shit, so like, all the money was gone, and so she hated Hitler for that reason at least.
Well, that's good
because you know they weren't rich. Yeah, look, I don't know. It's dark. I don't know. He's fine. Okay. He's dead. He's dead now. I can't kill my grandpa now. He's dead.
I don't want you to kill your grandpa.
I feel like I'm an accessory to something. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I feel like I'm an accessory to something.
I know. If I see somebody with their hands tied running behind you in the fucking video, we're cutting the feed. No, what about what about the holidays? Well, did I ask this?
I don't know. I don't know where we got. I don't know. What was a Kump family Christmas like?
We'd make Britkin, which was it was basically
a cake made out of dead people.
And a little boar's
That's some boar's head. It was an open face sandwich that had mayonnaise and butter, and then Krakauer, which is kind of like a spicy bologna, Polish, I think, and then a little bit of ham, and then a pickle and a slice of egg. And they told me it was some kind of tradition, but when I grew up, I realized it was just it was just cold cuts. It's tasty though. It was a good combination, but like they love to like make up these fake traditions and tell me like, oh, this goes back to. But no, I've talked to many German people. No one's ever heard of this stuff.
Yeah, my wife's German, and I've never heard of that ever.
I think we need to talk to Mr. and Mrs. Kump, to be honest.
We got to get them in here for some questioning.
Yeah, some hard questioning.
What did you guys do, a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
Oh, we always had a fake one. But my mom was really into it. She had a lot of those little toy ornaments and stuff, and like
trinkets.
It was a whole 3 or 4 day process to make the tree up. We had these cats. I wasn't allowed to have a cat because my dad was allergic supposedly. But then so I'm ready to move out. I'm like, years later, I'm like, they're fucking around with these neighborhood cats. They're like feeding them and shit. Like these cats come by and they just start leaving food out. And there was this one like cat that was like all fucking. Whatever the fuck. It was like feral and shit. Mm-hmm. And they called it Smedley, and they got it to come live with them. And then like my dad's all of a sudden like fucking petting cats and loving it. I was enraging. But they ended up getting murdered by our neighbors, like because my mom would just feed these cats.
Your parents?
Chop them up.
the cats. They would feed these cats, and like the neighbors next door would get pissed because the neighbor would like sit in the grass and just like pick weeds out of the grass. I don't know, it was bizarre. But like the cats would shit in the grass, and she'd be like, "Hey, can you not feed the cats because they're shitting all over my grass?" And my mom's like, "Cats only shit and when they can bury it. You're wrong," which is not true. It's like if you give them a litter box, they'll shit in a litter box, but they'll absolutely just shit anywhere if you live like they have a litter box. So they got like because basically what happened was these cats started getting all murked up. They get fucking like how do you explain the symptoms? They were like woozy. They were like
feeding them like bleach or something.
Antifreeze. Cats love antifreeze. You pour some antifreeze, it tastes sweet to them, so they'll just drink it up. So I know, and so like. I took one to the morgue once, and the doctor almost autopsied it. But then she's like, these won't be binding results because I'm not technically a whatever they call it. It's a different kind of autopsy doctor. But she was really into cats, so she almost autopsied the cat, but we didn't do that. But no, they murdered 4 of the cats.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
Gotta let that one breathe a little bit.
Mr. Ray.
I had a cat for a while. I had to give it away I named it after an economist. It was named Murray.
Why'd you give it away?
I was moving to the city. I gave it to so it's a nice home. Someone wanted a cat. I'm like, I really can't afford to play.
Wasn't a neighbor, was it?
No. Yeah, you got any extra antifreeze on her?
I got one final one. Do you currently have any posters in your apartment right now?